The story begins on June 4th, 1987. A young boy is struggling because an evil spirit has taken control of him. A priest named Father Gabriel arrives to help. He speaks directly to the spirit, asking for its name, but the demon refuses to tell him. Father Gabriel tells the demon to leave the boy and enter a pig he has brought with him. He challenges the demon, asking it to prove its presence by possessing the pig. The demon listens and moves into the pig. Without wasting time, Father Gabriel shoots the pig, destroying the demon. The boy is now free and completely fine. This shows that Father Gabriel is very skilled in performing exorcisms. 1 month later, in Spain, a woman named Julia moves into an old house with her 2 children, Henry and Amy. Her husband had died from an illness, and this house was left to her family. The place feels strange, and Amy doesn't like it. Meanwhile, Father Gabriel talks to another priest about faith. They believe that as people stop believing in God, evil spirits become stronger and attack weak souls. At the house, Julia meets another priest, Father Escobel. She tells him, "My son Henry hasn't spoken since his father died. He needs care. Please look after him while I settle in." In Rome, Father Gabriel is called for a church meeting. The cardinals, high-ranking priests, are angry at him for performing exorcisms without permission. They also ask why he shot a pig in his last case. Gabriel defends himself, saying, "Many cases are just mental illness, but this was real. I only helped when no doctor could." But the cardinals don't believe him and want to remove him from his position. Gabriel replies, "Only my bishop can remove me. If you have a problem, talk to him." Back at the house, Julia wants to fix up the house and leave soon. While working, the laborers find a strange stone in the wall. Thinking there's space behind it, they break it down. This turns out to be a huge mistake. The moment they light a match, a big explosion happens due to trapped gas. One worker is badly hurt, and others refuse to continue working. But something even worse happens. The explosion opens a secret room, releasing a dangerous evil spirit. The demon's first target is Henry. He starts scratching his face as if something is inside him. Julia takes him to the hospital, but doctors find nothing wrong. Desperate, she calls Father Gabriel. Meanwhile, in Rome, the Pope hears about Henry's case. He calls Gabriel and tells him, "A family in Castilla is in great danger. Their son is possessed. You are the only one who can help." Gabriel realizes that something terrible happened in that house a long time ago, something so dark that it was erased from history. He starts investigating and confirms that the place is haunted. Without wasting time, he rides a scooter to Castilla. An old friend welcomes him, happy that someone like Gabriel has come. But Julia isn't sure. "We need a doctor, not a priest," she says. Gabriel calmly replies, "I just want to check if this is a medical problem. If I can't help, I'll leave." Julia agrees. Confronting the demon, Gabriel enters Henry's room. Henry smirks and says, "So, you finally came. I've been waiting for you." Gabriel holds up the holy symbol, and Henry stares at it. This confirms he is possessed. But who is the demon inside him? And how powerful is it? Gabriel asks for its name. In exorcisms, knowing a demon's name gives control over it, but Henry refuses to say it. Instead, the demon tries to scare Gabriel by revealing his secrets. It whispers about Gabriel's past. How he was once a soldier but ran away from battle instead of fighting. Gabriel feels guilty about this, and the demon uses it against him. Henry, still controlled by the demon, grins and says, "Everyone's sins will be revealed." To scare Gabriel even more, Henry spits out a red bird from his mouth. Gabriel is shocked but quickly regains focus. He now knows that this is no ordinary demon. It is ancient and very powerful. The only way to defeat it is to learn its name. Gabriel turns to Julia and says, "Your son is really possessed. He needs God's help, but I need time to prepare." Then he reassures her, a mother's love is very strong. Stay close to him. Your presence can help. Father Gabriel gives a protective charm to Father Escobel and gets ready for the big fight. Then, dressed in his priest robes, he again asks the demon for its name. But the demon is clever. Instead of answering, it traps everyone in a nightmare, making them relive their worst mistakes. Gabriel is the first to see his past. Years ago, he was called to help a possessed girl, but he thought she was just mentally ill and ignored her. Sadly, the girl, Rosaria, died because of the demon, and Gabriel never forgave himself. No matter how many times he confessed, the guilt never left him. Escabel also had a dark secret. He had misused his power as a priest and hurt someone. No matter what they did, the demon wouldn't say its name, making it impossible to defeat. Desperate, both priests decided to confess their sins to each other. That's when Gabriel remembered something Henry had said. "You walked right into my trap." Escabel also recalled another clue. "You called the wrong priest." This meant the demon had planned everything and wanted Gabriel to be there for a reason. They needed answers, so they searched the old church. They discovered dangerous sulfur gas underground. It seemed something horrible had happened beneath the church. Meanwhile, the demon inside Julia was becoming more powerful. It started attacking Amy, scratching and throwing her around. Julia also suffered terrible things at its hands. When Gabriel returned, Escabel ran to him in fear, saying they had no way to stop the demon. Determined to find a way, they searched old church records. Behind a hidden wall, they found a huge underground chamber filled with toxic gas. At the center, they saw a rotting corpse. Escabel thought it belonged to someone powerful, maybe a cursed spirit. But Gabriel had a different theory. He explained that long ago, 200 angels had rebelled against God and were turned into demons. Nearby, they found a locked door. Gabriel guessed that the key was hidden inside the body of an important priest buried there. When they cut open the body, they found the key and unlocked a deeper passage. At the same time, the Pope's health got worse. He was in a place filled with dark energy, and when the cardinals checked on him, he coughed up blood. The demon had also started corrupting Amy, trying to make her one of its own. Gabriel and Escabel entered a hidden chamber and found the remains of an ancient Vatican king. They also found a mysterious book filled with lost secrets. Suddenly, a powerful demon was set free, causing chaos. Even experienced priests couldn't stop it. This demon had secretly controlled a high-ranking priest for centuries, making him do terrible things while staying hidden. The truth had been kept secret because if people knew demons could possess holy men, they might lose faith in God. Now, history was repeating itself. The demon was looking for a strong, respected priest to possess. If it succeeded, it could lead humanity into darkness. Gabriel struggled as his past mistakes haunted him. He confessed to Escabel again. And at that moment, they finally discovered the demon's real name in the book, Asmodeus, the king of hell, one of the most powerful demons ever. The moment he says it, the demon inside Henry goes into a rage and tries to possess Henry's sister. When Julia rushes to protect her daughter, the entity violently throws her aside. But Julia's daughter manages to inject Henry with a sedative, weakening the demon for a short time. Taking advantage of this, they tie Henry up and begin the exorcism. The demon fights back with terrifying power. It makes Julia's daughter crawl on the ceiling like a puppet and attacks Julia. Then, it offers Gabriel a deal. If he surrenders, it will spare everyone else. Seeing his friends in danger, Gabriel agrees. The demon releases Henry and takes over Gabriel instead. Realizing the horror of what it could do through him, Gabriel tries to end his own life, but the demon won't let him die. He stumbles into the old exorcism chamber, planning to burn himself alive. Escabel rushes in and begins praying, but the demon attacks his mind by showing him the woman he once loved, covered in blood. Gabriel is tormented by the ghost of the girl he failed to save. Both priests struggle against their fears, but Escabel fights back, pressing a cross against the demonic vision. It screams in pain, and Escabel passes the cross to Gabriel, who does the same. With one final command, they banish it back to hell. After the battle, Gabrielle's superior recovers from the demon's influence and praises them for their bravery. The story ends. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.